the light of a situation I'm in. So like I was saying in the other videos, I know how to cure cancer, guys. It's pretty gnarly. I used to watch the TV when I was a kid. My parents, I was only like 10, 11 or something, 12. They'd go to the casino on the weekends, and I would watch, I'd babysit my siblings. And we used to watch late night. Well, they would always go to sleep like around like, I don't know, 11, 12 or 1. And I always stayed up late. I would stay up until like 3 a.m. Because the cool anime stuff would come on late. You got anybody that's watched Cartoon Network and the Toonami channel and Adult Swim at late at night knows what I'm talking about. The good old anime days. Uh, it taught me a lot of cool philosophies and a lot of different ways of thinking. The anime. One of my favorite ones was Inuyasha and Naruto and Avatar and Gantz, and this is just a few like off the top of my head. And Big O. Anyways, there was a lot of truth in them, and the one that fascinated me a lot was Big O, because they were apparently in a dome, uh, and not only that, it was like a restart of a civilization. Like they restarted civilization or something, and they were just like they don't remember or something. But I always wondered why like there was no history on my ancestors, the call them Native Americans. I don't think that's what we were. America's a very recent conception. What was it called? They called us, Indians. Yeah, we're the original Indians. You know, anybody that's says they're Indian after, you know, anybody, not naming a specific subcontinent, a subcontinent. Looking at you, India. You're a subcontinent. Literally, you're a subcontinent. And you're Indians? You guys are Indians. Hmm. Interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting. You guys should look up the Oregon, you know, Danner, Oregon. That's where the that's where they say my grandfather Jean Baptiste Charbonneau. That's not his real name. It was Jean Baptiste Gardepie. They say he died there. I have a photo evidence of it. I'll show you guys. He didn't die there. I can tell you that for a fact. But I can tell you this. If you look at Inskip Station in Danner, Oregon, where they say my grandfather, Jean Baptiste Charbonneau, it wasn't Charbonneau, it was Gardepie. If you look at that photo, I don't even want to say anything. I want you guys to look at that photo and let me know what you see. They said there was a whole city there and all that jazz. What do you guys see? And not only that, I have evidence of maps that'll blow your mind. Because, they, it's crazy, guys. Because, like, for the longest time, I wondered, why do people say we shouldn't be Indians, us, American Indians? And, it always felt weird to me that, like, they would want to take away my culture. Why is that? You know, if they're trying to take away a culture from someone, it's probably because there's something in that culture that says the truth and they don't like. Well, I've come to find out, we smoke tobacco, and for the longest time, since I was in grade school, like probably second or third grade, I feel bad now that I know. I used to think cigarettes were bad, tobacco. Boy, could I not have been more wrong. And I know why the government has made tobacco. I'm not saying cigarettes. Cigarettes is a total different thing. That's garbage. I'm talking about tobacco, like actual good tobacco. That stuff is magic. It's a medicine. I shouldn't say magic. It's medicine. It's medicine that works like magic. If you have cancer, or if you know anybody with arthritis, like spots on their body, or they just feel lethargic, or they can't stop eating, like they feel like they eat too much, or if basically you're overweight. Also, if you feel like you're overweight, it's probably because you have cancer of some sorts. It's not like I can, you know, it's not like it's a parasite or anything. It's not like cancer is a parasite. I know how to cure cancer, and if you're willing to learn, I'm willing to teach. Seriously, I know how to cure cancer, and you guys need to stay posted. And the reason why I have to start doing this is because my own mother has thrown me in jail about 2 months ago. And not only that, she keeps threatening me to throw me in jail when all because I told her I want to learn about our ancestors. I never got to be a kid. I don't want to worry about anything right now. She got my dog killed. She had my grandma's house robbed. All my grandma's belongings. She had my little cousin's belongings all robbed. She had my stuff. Anything of value I had, gone. So for her to ask me for money, when I told her specifically, that guy is going to rob our house and he's going to kill my dog, I just know it. And I told you, Kathy, if he does, I'm going to do something really dumb. I didn't do that because I didn't want to do something dumb. I didn't want to go to, I don't want to go to prison. No. And that guy, I understand that guy was a drug addict and he did what he did, but he didn't have to kill my dog. You know who you are, Tyson Whitegrass. Uh, yeah. So, anyways, I'm very upset with her because she has never listened to me my whole life. And the one time I'm telling her, hey, you guys take care of the bills. I didn't even. She threw me out at 14. I have been couch surfing from like 14 to like 19, and then you have the audacity to ask me for rent money. You have never taken care of me. And there's more I can say, and I don't want to say right now because I want to teach you guys about sage and tobacco, and also the sweetgrass. My ancestors, you know, we live on a river called the Two Medicine River, and when you go out to that land, you just feel a sense of, I don't know, awe and beauty. The land is so beautiful, man. It's almost, I would say it's almost biblical. Uh, but so today I'm gonna show you three things, and then tomorrow, well, today, I guess, later today, I will show you guys the rest of the ingredients to help. And then tonight, hopefully, if everything goes right, we can do a ceremony so I can teach you guys how to cure cancer. I know how to cure cancer, guys, and I need you guys' help. I need you to share this, okay? I need you to share this with anybody you feel that is sick or they want to get better. You should look up the Blackfeet. Blackfeet, not Blackfoot. There's a big difference, okay? Blackfeet. I'm Blackfeet, not Blackfoot. Um, man, I I've learned a lot spiritually the last few months, and I now that I'm able to get in contact with my ancestors, my I'll tell you more about that situation later. But my own mother keeps fucking freaking spying on me, trying to be a weirdo or whatever. And I'm like, dude, I have so much I have to get done, Kathy, and you keep interrupting. And then she starts a fight with me every day, dude. So I'm I'll explain more later. Right now, let me show you guys what sweetgrass, sorry, hiccup, what sage is, okay? And what sweetgrass is. This is medicine handed down from my ancestors to me, and I never realized how important, the only missing ingredient I was missing. I knew the importance of sweetgrass and sage, especially sage, but I didn't understand the importance of, tobacco. Like, man, I used to think it was bad because, in school they taught us, oh, tobacco is bad, right? Dude, they are lying. Okay, cigarettes are bad. You should always learn what company you get your product or whatever medicine you have from. And just a quick hi, guys. Hi. I'm sorry. It's like this is a lot to put in, and I have to be so quick. And sorry if I sound militant. It's just I have just learned so much about my family, and not only that, my parents right now. Over the last week, it's like I am in so much pain, not physically, just emotionally. I was like, wow, you guys, wow, like, did you guys ever care about me? I'll tell you guys later. Um, so yeah, this is what sage looks like. Sage is a traditional Indian medicine, and we believe this helps, clear out any negative energy and like helps opens up your aura to allow the chakras to be purified and whatnot. I've been combining this with meditation and chakra alignment, and man, I feel so good. My skin looks amazing. Like I eat. like a little meat here and there, so like I do get a little bit of acne. But other than that, I feel really good. I have never had this kind of energy. Like I mean I did when I was like a kid or like a high schooler or whatever before I started drinking at 14. I'll tell you guys about that later too, why I started drinking. But yeah, so like I haven't had energy like this in a long time, and I have to share this information because I don't trust my mother. If she gets me, if she tries to call the cop on me again and they try to send me in jail or whatever, who knows when I'll be out and when I'll be able to share this information. So, you know, I just want you guys to know if she throws me in jail, that's who threw me in jail. My own mother. Because she lied or whatever. You know, it really sucks when you find out that people that are your parents are liars. It fucking hurts, dude. And I know the truth. And because I've always known the truth, I've always told them since I was a kid the truth. I can't lie. I hate lying. I hate liars. So please listen, guys, because I won't lie to you. Okay? I know how to cure cancer. And first step, sage. Go to your nearest Native American shop or Native American reservation. Grab sage. Okay? It doesn't really matter where it's sourced unless you like, unless you unless you get a feeling that it's bad energy. Don't don't buy it. I, I'll teach you guys more tomorrow on how to use it. And these are those palms. Here's another thing. These are those palms you get like Catholic church and whatnot. I would say don't trust the Catholics, but don't trust the Catholic order now. A Catholic order was once a respectable, you know, it was once respectable. Now it's just degeneracy. Um, but yeah, so these dates, the palms, they're great for starting up your medicine, you know, your conch, basically to get you going and purifying the energy in the room. This will keep burning and it will help. If you got a lot of sage right there, or you want to keep it going, this will help. This is just something I found out by accident. What was it? Like a month ago. Like I said, I'm so sorry it's taking so long. It's just I have a whole binder of notes. I have over shit, dude, like 20,000 images of data I've collected. And not only that, I have gone through over close to 200,000 pages. The amount of stuff I've had to read, and the amount of stuff that was dead ends. You know, I'm upset, and I'm making these videos because I want you guys to let me know if I am justified in feeling the anger that I feel towards my parents. And when I tell you guys this truth, the real truth, the whole truth, I want you guys to let me know, was I wrong for feeling this way, this anger towards them, or were they wrong? And I need you guys to judge, because if I judge them, it's going to be too harsh, because I know the truth. Yeah, sorry. So this is sweetgrass. This is another amazing Indian medicine. I'm sorry the video is so crappy right now, guys. It's just I'm still cleaning this mental hospital. This is a bad joke, bad joke. But I'm still cleaning the room and whatnot, so I don't have much space, and organizing my stuff because I need to get out of here. I don't trust these people. These people are delusional. But sweetgrass, you can tell good sweetgrass just by when it's dried up, and you can. I mean, when you break it. Oh my gosh. That's medicine. And I know it sounds crazy, guys, but you guys gotta trust me on this, okay? Uh, in the Arabic culture, they have these, well, demons basically. In Arabic culture, they have jinn, and those are demons or whatever you want to call them. How the jinn eat, they eat through something called smelling. It sounds crazy. Trust me, I know it sounds crazy, but you got to think of it like this. What you go back to these ancient civilizations about 300, 400 years ago, 500 years ago. What did they used to do? Well, they did a lot, right? What did their bathrooms look like? Huh. What did their bathrooms look like, right? They had no bathrooms back in the day. Did you know that? Dude, it's trippy. You can go look at John Levi, go look at what is it? Lucius Aurelian. Those two guys, my top G's on that stuff, and also Mysterious S and another profile. I'll share more of the info in my comment description. It's just yeah, like I said, this is just impromptu. I'll have it more directed and I'll have the video like being more formatted. This is blah 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 blah. Bullet points basically. It's just I have to make this so my own safety and for my own protection because I have never met someone in my life that would be that ignorant. I told my mom, hey, I know how to cure cancer. Hey, I know who our ancestors are. They're lying about her. If you Google Sacagawea, you will not find a photo of her. You'll find paintings, and then you'll read in the section it says there are no photos of Sacagawea because there was no photos of them back then. Oh, okay, okay. Who's Chief Washiki? Chief Washiki. Why does he look like a... Wait, didn't Sacagawea have a brother or a cousin or whatever? Oh, Kamehameha. Okay. Kamehameha is Chief Washiki? Oh. Okay. So yeah, guys, you guys gotta look. I can't wait to show you guys everything I found out. But I just want you guys to know if I get put in jail, it's not because I did anything. It's because of these people lying. I don't do anything, but I tell the truth. And if you don't like the truth, then maybe you shouldn't have done that. I've been, like I said, it's been a really tough week because I finally confirmed my hypothesis. I've run the experiments. It took about 2.5, 3 weeks to come to the conclusion. But all the data I have collected has come to the conclusion I can cure cancer. I can cure arthritis. I can cure irritable bowel syndrome. I can cure acne. I can cure your... Basically, if you're sick, if you have disease, I can cure it. Okay? You know, I think my ancestors for teaching me this. Because if I didn't do what I did back on my birthday in December, I wouldn't know what I know now. My ancestors taught me this stuff. And I don't expect you guys to understand unless you're an Indian, an American Indian. I'll tell you more about that American part later. Sounds very interesting, huh? American, Atlantean, American? Atlantean, American. Huh. They almost sound the same. Um, but yeah, I gotta go. I gotta wash my hands and whatnot. But please share this message with everybody, okay? Please share this message with everybody. I know how to cure cancer. I know how to cure arthritis. I know how to cure acne or whatever. If you need help, you're welcome to come to my reservation. You're gonna have to, there's some rules though, and I'll tell you them after I'm done showing you guys how to do this. Because there's a guy, they call him the Mahdi or whatever. He's apparently on the scene and whatnot. And he says he's related to these. They say he says so he's related to so and such, and because of that he's the prophet, or he says he's the prophet. He says he's the Pope. He says he's the Mahdi. Um, Bro, you're not Blackfeet. And if you want to know why I say this, you guys should go look up the Blackfeet. Look up our blood and look up our, look up all that genetic stuff and the look who has the oldest blood in the USA. Okay? You're gonna have a fun trip down the rabbit hole. It's Blackfeet, not Blackfoot. Big difference, okay? Big difference. I I gotta go. I'm getting tired, and like I tell you guys, my family have done nothing but stress me out, and I've had to learn 10 years worth of data. I've had to learn so much of this data so quick in 5 months, and my mother has been threatening me, harassing me every single day. I want you guys to know who she is and what she is doing. I want you guys to, forgive her, but don't let her forget, okay? I know how to cure cancer, and she would have the gall to tell me, I'll throw you in jail. For what? You would throw me in jail for what? Because I told you the truth and I can cure cancer, you would throw me in jail because of that? Uh, that don't make no sense. And you have no reason to be angry at me. I'm not the one, like, my parents, my whole life, have been nothing but heartbreaking. They've been nothing but heartbreaking. And the fact that they would still treat me like this, and I told them I know how to find our ancestors. I know how to look at my ancestors. And I found a photo of my grandmother, my 6th-time great grandmother, Sacagawea, Sacagawea, that's what everyone calls her. I found a photo of her. And they don't even care. She has the same hair color as my mom when my mom was young. They're redheads. You should look up the ancestry of the redheads. They say they're related to Genghis Khan. Pretty interesting. You know who Genghis Khan is? He's the guy that conquered almost the whole world. Not conquer, he just brought peace, if anything. Yeah, like I said, guys, I'm really hurt, dude. I can't believe they, and I'll tell you more about like my educational years. I should say my programming years. What do they call them? What's it called? Brainwash. Yeah, where they were trying to brainwash me and shit. The funny thing is like I used to fall asleep in class all the time, and I know now why, because the government's lying about everything. Like I would literally fall asleep in class. And my teachers were like, "What do you want to learn?" And I'm like, inside my voice inside was like, "They're just lying to you." Like I come to find out at 30, I'm like, "Oh shit, they've been lying the whole fucking time." No wonder I slept all the time in the class. So yeah, guys, don't stress people. Don't There's a lot of crazy stuff gonna happen, but I got some cool news that I want to share with you before that happens. And before the crazy part comes, um, I'm welcoming anybody that wants to heal and wants to learn how to fight evil to my reservation, to my land. I've My family, we have a lot of land, a lot of beautiful land, and we would be honored, if you would be willing to learn how to heal and fight evil. So, like I said, tonight, if you can, collect these medicines, okay? You don't have to get these ones. I forgot, these are palm trees or something from the Catholic Church. My mom and grandma are Catholics. I know they mean well, but I've come to learn about the Catholic Church, dudes, and what I'm gonna tell you, I cannot say right over this, okay? Because the YouTube video will get pulled from what I know about the Catholic Church. I will say this though, like Count Dracula. That's all I will say. Can't say what? Vampires and aliens. Yeah. Oh, you ever check out my skull candy? Looks like an alien or a vampire, right? Yeah, with their headphones. Like I said, I can't say too much because they are watching me, and like I said, I know how to cure. Dan, that is funny. Thank you for that. I'm sorry, I haven't had a good laugh in a while, so if I'm laughing at wild stuff, it's because that was funny. Santa. But yeah, guys. So I know how to cure cancer, and please share this message. I want to give this information out for free. My only condition is you do not sell this at all. If you sell this information, if you withhold this from someone that you know is a good person, I will make sure where you sell this, you won't even be able to sell it. Like you will know deep inside because you've heard these words now. Your whole family will be cursed if you try to sell this information. This is for the people. This isn't for you. This isn't for me. This isn't for my family because they seem to be about money. I don't give a piss, gosh darn piss bucket about money. Money's fake. It is not real. It doesn't have any value. Things only have value if you give it value. Because people believe in money, it has value. Me, I'm I'm just a dumb Indian. What do I know? I don't know anything, right? Again, like I said, you should look up the Blackfeet and look at what they've said about their DNA. It's pretty interesting. They come from a Algonquin speaking family. I'm not sure if you guys study phonetics and what is it called? Phonetics and etymology. It's been a big hobby of mine. You know, I'm an amateur anthropologist. I'm gonna say wink, wink, amateur anthropologist. I'm not an amateur. Wink, wink. You know, or I am just amateur. Wink, wink. Yeah. You're gonna learn what I know, and it's pretty cool, dude. You know, I was always obsessed with this one thing when I was a kid. It was called what was it called again? Atlantis. Atlantis. You know, I wonder what it would be like to see what it was like back then. And then this movie came out when I was like in fourth. No, I was like 4 years old. I was in preschool, called Atlantis. And when I saw the words, like the symbols for the words, my brain just went. And I was like, okay, I don't know what that is, but I know what that is. And now I remember what that is. Algonquin. Did you know it's actually pronounced Algokin? Algokin? Al, A-L, go, G-O, kin? As in, like, they're a family. You know, the language is a family. Whoever speaks the Algonquin. It would, you know, if you know phonetics and etymology, you kind of look at words and you kind of see what words sound similar or what words are pronounced the same. Well, I was, you know, just for the poops and giggles, I went Algonquin, Algokin, Atlantean, Algokin, Atlantean. You know, you should do that with a word, you know, a word that you want to know, like, you know, like Nevada, for instance, is called Nevada. Well, if you read the ancient Indian Bible, the Vedas, it's pronounced Vedas. Nevada, 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 Nevada. You kind of get what I'm saying? That's the etymology and all that jazz, and pronunciation, phonetics. But this is all for tonight, guys. Please share this message. If you want to share this message, that would be freaking awesome. Cause like, dudes, I want to help people heal, but I do need help. I do need some funding for it, and it's not much. It's just, you know, I had my whole house robbed, and I had everything I had of value in that house robbed because my mother wouldn't listen to me. And not only that, she got my dog killed, and then tries to blame it on me when I told her specifically, he's going to rob my house and all of my stuff and my grandma's stuff and that little guy's stuff, and he's going to kill my dog. And if he does, you know, I told her I would do something really stupid. I have not done anything stupid. I bit my tongue and I let it be because I don't want to hurt people no more. I've already hurt people, and it's something I have to live with every day, and I don't want to do that no more. So, you know, my only beef, I don't have any enemies. Unless you make me an enemy, I have no enemies. My only enemy is Hasatan Dajjal and his son, Dardon, conqueror of the universe. That's a story for another day, guys. I gotta get going, though. But you guys have a good night. I'm so sorry about this impromptu video. You'll see the other videos. It's just rough. So basically, from bottom line is, I want you guys to judge my parents, and I want you guys to let me know. This is just this first one. I want you guys to let me know, judge my parents, and let me know, am I wrong for having this anger that I have felt my whole life because of their actions and their inactions? And then number two, if you could please share this video. You know, I'm not even asking for money right now. Just please share this video. I know how to cure disease, cancer, arthritis. You know, what is that stuff? Scabies. You know, eczema. I know how to cure balding. Not 100% on that. I need to figure out. I need to have a subject so I can test them. Well, you know, I could. How do you say? I could run experiments on them because my hair is awesome. I need somebody that's feels like they want to learn how to cure that. And you know, third, I just want you guys to have a good time. Okay, you guys have a good night. Seriously, brush your teeth, buy some sage. Okay, this is number one. Number two, sorry about that. Number two is sweetgrass. Okay, number one is sage. Number three. tobacco. Now, see, this is like a medium. How do you call it? Medium cigar, like the premium one, or what do they call it, quality wise? This is about a medium, medium quality, not expensive, but like mildly expensive. Like this was like $10 or $9. The ones I normally buy are about $1, and that's these ones, the Black and Milds. I go for a wood tip because I like to burn it when I'm burning my sage. It's just in a Indian culture, we recycle stuff. We don't like to waste, and us Indians, we don't like to waste at all. We use everything down to the very scraps and bones. So with these wood tips, you're able to burn them to help burn your sage and your tobacco, your sage, tobacco, and your sweetgrass. Okay, and I highly recommend it because it's fun. It's fun, just smoke. Like, dude, I cannot recommend this enough. Tobacco is amazing, but don't get any cigarettes. I mean, you can if you have to. If that's the only kind of tobacco you can get, hey, more power to you. I dig it. Just do it. But yeah, so the secret, guys. The secret, guys. I will tell you later when I do the video. But I just wanted to show you guys the first few ingredients, okay? I can't show you guys the other two ingredients because YouTube and all that jazz, but I will post it on my Instagram. But I have to kind of figure out how to get around the. I have to figure out how to get around it without getting it pulled down, because if I told you guys this stuff, they probably try to pull it down. Like I said, I have no enemies. Just against Satan and his son, they're done. That's it. That's it. I have no enemies. Just those two. But yeah, guys. Wood tip wine and wood tip jazz. These are the only two Black and Mild boxes I get, and I go to the reservation because these are normally like $10 off the reservation, or like $15 or something. These are $5 at the reservation. So, I'd give it a look at it if I were you. If you can't afford a cigar like this, like $9, the more premium one. Another thing too is the premium cigars, like medium to premium. It's a lot more smoother, so you can get a nice real drag. Like you can get a real good hit, and it won't feel harsh. And so, I can't tell you that part yet. So just when you breathe it in, watch. You'll get what I'm saying. So yeah, okay. Don't feel like you have to go and buy these either. Okay, like I said, if you can only, if you only have cigarette tobacco, hey, that works. But if you can, get a little bit more premium, Black and Mild. Like that's, I would say that's like on par with this one. No, 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 I lied. Sorry. These are really decent for the price. This is like almost like how a premium would feel. They're very smooth, and you trust me when I do the ceremony and you guys see what I'm talking about. Um, it's nuts, dudes. It's freaking nuts. Because I know how to cure disease. So yeah, sage, it doesn't matter really where you get it from. Just as long as when you touch it, if you feel like it's good energy, trust your gut. Don't listen to always the outside. Sometimes you need to go inside and listen to your inner voice. I've listened to my inner voice my whole life, and it has done me the most well. When I stop listening to my inner voice is when you know, I start losing my way. This is sweetgrass. I'm not sure. Some spots of the country might not sell this. I do not know, but this is what sweetgrass looks like. I'll go to the. Hey, hello, family. I'm sorry. As towards the end of the video, it's just I'm a little tired. Like I said, like I've been saying, I've been rushed to learn all of this, and it's a lot to take in. And my mother has been nothing but a hindrance the last 4 weeks, and it's what I know now, she should not even be saying anything. Like, it hurts what I know now. And my dad doesn't still, like, he's always disappointed me, so it's like, I shouldn't be surprised there, but I am. So yeah, so if I go to jail or anything, it's because of them. After I told them, hey, I know to cure cancer, and I'm not even doing anything, I'm not harassing them or anything, I'm just saying, hey, this is what's going on, you should probably listen, and they want to throw me in jail. Make it make sense. How does that make sense? You would really do that to people. You would really take the cured cancer away. You should be show same, like, dude, I would be ashamed of myself. I would feel such dishonor for trying to do that to someone. After they told me, hey, I know how to cure cancer, I'd be like, you know what, dude? Let's go. I'm gonna take you where you need to go because you need to spread that message. You know what I mean? That's just me though. I wouldn't do that. You're putting a lot of negative energy right now. Hey, my bad. Like seriously. But you don't know what I've been through, okay? This is years and years of abuse since I was a little boy, okay? My mom, I remember in the kindergarten, we had, it was Thanksgiving. It was my first time being in school. We got a choice during Thanksgiving to pick the Indian or the Pilgrim. My own mother got so mad at me and made me cry because I picked the Indian, my people. She got so mad at me because I picked the Indian and made me cry. And she'll lie to you. She's a liar. I don't lie. That's the thing that people that really know me, I don't lie. Okay? I hate lying. I've been lied to my whole life. Okay? So you gotta trust me on this. Anybody that really knows me, like I'm talking about really knows me, knows I do not lie. Yeah, so anyway, she made me cry and was like, "Why'd you pick the Indian?" I was like, "Dude, it made no sense to me." I was like, "Why are you getting upset that I'm choosing my people?" And so for a lot of years, and she would always cut my hair. I told her I didn't want my hair cut, from a little kid, but she would still do it anyways. Um, my mom, you know, I don't mean to sound negative, but I need you guys to understand what's going on. Dallas, like I don't mean to say your name wrong or anything. I just want you to know. The reason why it sounds negative is because I just figured out the cure to cancer. I'm related to Sacagawea. There's so many ways you can pronounce it. The way I pronounce it, Sacagawea. Sacagawea. I have a photo of her. I want you to go Google her name, whoever you guys are. Whoever watches this, Google, however you think spell her name, and ask, is there a photo of her? They'll tell you, no, there are no photos of her. That is a damn lie. That's a goddamn lie, dude. The devil himself. And you know why? She's a redhead. And how do I know that's my ancestor? Her son's name is Jean-Baptiste Gardepie. Formerly Charbonneau. Formerly Gardepie. Formerly Gardepie. That's the French kind of spelling. Yeah, dude. And if you look up Inskip Station, where they say he died at, they said, oh, he slipped and caught a cold. I'm just gonna fucking tell you guys. They nuked my fucking people. They nuked my people. And this woman would dare call the cops on me when I said I know how to cure cancer. So forgive me, Dallas, if it seems like I'm upset about my people. Okay? If I'm putting out any negativity, my bad. My bad. Okay? I don't mean to. But you do not know what I've been through my whole life. Okay? And I don't mean to be militant, dude. It's just, you would really do that to someone. And you would really do that to people. When someone said, hey, I can cure cancer, you would just throw them in jail for what? Throw me in jail for what? Because I told you the truth about our ancestors and our, what? It just doesn't make sense. So, Dallas, please, forgive me. I don't mean to be negative. But I want you to make it make sense, okay? Like I said, this video's gone on too long, and I do apologize for getting upset, guys. But I've been harassed. I haven't been able to study much the last 4 weeks because she keeps breathing down my neck. And it's like, dude, I don't ask for much. I never ask for much. I helped raise their 3 younger kids, my siblings, my whole life. My mom did nothing but sleep. I would come home from school, asleep. I'd go to bed, asleep. Go to school in the morning, asleep. Come back home from school, to sleep. She was asleep. So please forgive me for being upset, okay? And then having her try to tell me, after having my dog killed, having my house robbed, my grandma's stuff robbed, my little cousin's stuff robbed, to ask me for money? You know how much money I had stashed away in that house? And not only that, I had physical stuff that was of value. You know how much money I lost? And that's the hard thing about me is I didn't want to tell her how much I lost because I'm too I got some pride. So please forgive me for being upset, Dallas, and anybody else that feels like I'm being negative. Okay, it's just when you learn what I've learned and you know you're my age and you realize who you are, you would be pissed off too. Okay, like she threw me in jail about 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, over something she started, and now she's trying to do it again over something she started. I don't ask for much. I've never asked her or my dad for anything. I took care of their kids, all that jazz. I never asked for much. I just asked for this one time, give me some time, peace alone. Don't invade my privacy. Because when you're doing the Indian ceremony, if you're normally if you have company, you'd wear like a toga kind of thing, or not a toga, like it looks like a weird, looks like underwear from like the old days. Um, or you would go naked, and I'd rather be naked if I'm by myself. Like, dude, I don't need you looking at me. Like, dude, it's just, oh man, my mom has just pissed me off beyond belief, and my father not even saying anything. I mean, he doesn't surprise me. This is how he's always been, never there. So, again, guys, I'm sorry if I seem negative. It's just this is a lot of data I've had to come to, and so much work I had to try to rush through because she has been harassing me. For what? When you've been the one trying to stop me from being an Indian this whole time, I should listen to you. I just figured out the cure to cancer because of my ancestors, and I should stop being an Indian. So it's I just feel like it's not justified, you know, for her to say that. When I was a good boy my whole life. Went to school, you know, wasn't the best until middle school, and then eighth grade I had my teacher, Miss Moore. She was an awesome teacher. I got so good at school. Like dude, my high school, I was like a monster. I had nothing but AP classes, and I was an avid student. I was advanced via individual determination. So, you know, when I study something and I say something, I expect the people that say they love me, the people that say they gave birth to me, to listen. Because I've listened to them my whole life, and they haven't done anything. So forgive me for being upset, okay? I don't mean to be negative, but I don't have a lot of time, okay? The Antichrist is here. I don't have a lot of time. But I'm going to let you know in a little secret. Wherever they say the Holy Land is, wherever they say, Jerusalem is, pretty sure it's a goddamn lie. Google the Blackfeet. Google a map of Montana. I'm looking at you, Hasatan Dajjal. Wherever you are, fuck you. And I'm coming for you, and I'm coming for your son's soul. They're done. I'm here to fight the Antichrist. And you can call me crazy or whatever, but you get in my way, it will not be, it will not be nice. So, I'm here to fight the Antichrist. If you want to learn how to fight evil, you're welcome to come to my land. Just Google. It's all there. All the evidence. Look at ancient maps. Look at an 1800s map. That'll blow your mind. I'll give you a clue. In between what they call Cut Bank and Browning, there's a little spot. They call it Little Jerusalem. That's all I can say. Need more, and then they'll probably pull the video down. I love you guys. Crazy, right? Like, who would have thought? Montana. Just, beautiful land out there, man. You gotta see it to believe it, and you gotta be there to understand these words that are coming out of my mouth, because words can't even describe the energy there. It's almost biblical. Um, be good, family. I love you guys.